Nancy Plank grew up Amish in Pennsylvania and Michigan. She was the oldest of 7 brothers and 4 sisters, and as a young teenager, she wrestled with depression.
When I was 13, I was in 8th grade. I felt like I was different. I didn't belong. I didn't fit in. So I tried to commit suicide, and I failed.
Soon after, ministers in her community removed her from her parents and siblings.
I was taken away because they thought there was something wrong with me, and they told me that in those words.
Placing her with 4 separate families within a year's time.
I tried to run away. I ran into the woods. They had the whole neighborhood. They had a search party out looking for me. I just didn't feel like I had a purpose anymore.
Years went by, and eventually she moved back in with her biological family. But before her 22nd birthday, a 20-pound cylinder tank exploded, destroying her home.
We lost everything.
The fire severely injured her mother and sister. Nancy's mom passed away after 3 months of fighting infections from her burns.
I went from being a sister to also having to fill that spot of taking care of, like taking responsibility for everything else. And after that, I was raped the first time. And it was like from there on out, I felt even more worthless.
At 23, Nancy decided to leave the Amish community. She had survived physical and sexual assault, but was struggling to cope with her past. Nancy turned to food, cigarettes, and alcohol.
I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "You're borderline diabetic. It's either change your lifestyle and be able to watch your kids grow up, or it's die young of a lot of health issues." So I made the choice to go work out.
The first months in the gym were hard.
I went home and cried. I said, "I'm not going back. I can't do this." But I did.
She stuck with it. In just 6 weeks after she started, she lifted 200 pounds on a deadlift.
And that was enough confidence that I needed to keep going.
In 2015, she signed up for her first strongman competition. She says she didn't train for it. She just wanted to give it a try.
And I won. I have never won anything until that time.
And that would be the first title of many. Next came state competitions.
I found strength I didn't know I had,
where she beat an Illinois deadlift record. As Nancy trained harder and harder at a local gym and in her garage, the competitions got bigger and bigger. She competed at nationals.
I mean, I had big goals. I have little goals. I have weekly goals, hourly goals. My goals don't stop.
And neither does she. This October, she'll compete at the World's competition in Austin, Texas.
Like it's the mentality, it's your mindset. You need to set your mind that you're going to do this.
Now she's a certified personal trainer, and she's creating programs to help other victims of abuse.
Having a program that they can find confidence and believe in themselves again.
After walking me through a few exercises, she had me believing in myself, too. This is a log and press. This one's only 50 pounds, and Nancy's training to lift one that's 205. So let's see how I do. Oh, gosh. I did it! Okay, I feel pretty good. And it's not just me she's inspiring to pump some iron. Take a look at her kids, Jackson and Jennifer. What'd you ask for your birthday?
A bar.
Why?
Because I want to work out with my mom.
After we talked about the accolades and the lessons she's leaving for her kids and others, I asked her if there was anything she'd want to tell her 13-year-old self.
You did it. You survived. You're a warrior.
Aww. Nancy's documenting her entire fitness journey on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll connect you to her social media pages online at CILiving.tv. Give her a thumbs up.
Yeah, I think we definitely needed to see you in the Caribbean there to like
I know, I'm sorry about that technical difficulty there.
And I was impressed with your strength.
Yeah, girl.
My form is so bad. Like watching me do that on camera, I was like, I got some work to do.
Wow, but her story is inspiring.
I know.
She's overcome a lot.
I know, and her kids were awesome.
So cute.
Wow,
And
cool.
flipping that little tire. Oh my gosh.